Hello everyone and welcome to the Slade Farm podcast called Living Field. I am Polly Davies, one of the organic farmers here at Slade Farm in the Vale of Glamorgan. Today we've been visited by a fantastic team from the Botanic Garden of Wales. They've come all the way out here to explore our arable fields and hunt for some very special rare arable plants. As part of our project Nature Network 3, which has been supported by the National Lottery Heritage Fund, we as Slade Farm and Field Work, our community interest company, have able to create some fantastic habitats for these rare arable plants. And it's great to have enthusiastic experts from the Botanic Garden to come out to us, see what we've got and collect what they can for future generations.
I'm Kevin and I'm a botanist at the Botanic Garden.
I'm Ellen, I'm Research and Collections Assistant with the Botanic Garden.
And I'm Mia and I'm part of the horticulturist team. I'm just tagging along for some experience.
Perfect, that's exactly perfect reason. So why have you decided to come and see us today?
So we have a project with the National Seed Bank of Wales that we have at the Botanic Garden that's working with the Millennium Seed Bank with Kew Gardens. And it's all about making seed collections from rare and declining plants across Wales.
Yeah.
And we're at Slade Farm today then to collect a few arable wildflowers, including the field woundwort and a couple of other interesting things. So we're really excited to see these arable fields because I've heard a lot about them.
Brilliant. So boots on and we headed out to the field. And one of the first finds of the day was a small little arable plant called field madder.
So we found the field madder and there's some really nice healthy seed on it. So we've been walking around the field then harvesting some and then we'll take it back to the lab in the seed bank and Ellen will do her magic in cleaning all the seed out and doing some extra checks and then count how many we've got and then put it in the freezer after it's been dried to 15% humidity, so you dry it really well. And then it gets packaged up and put in the freezer with half sent off to the Millennium Seed Bank as well.
So we've got a Welsh one and one in England as well.
That's it, yeah. And these seeds could be in the freezer then for, well, at least decades, but you never know, over 100 years or more.
Yeah, oh, that's amazing. I spoke to Ellen about what happens once the bags of seed plants have been collected and they're back in the lab. And she gives us a bit of an overview on what's next.
Once you start looking, a lot of it has been dropped, but there's still quite a lot of seed on the seed heads, which is quite nice. So with seed collecting, we aim for about 10,000 seed per collection. But we've got to be careful that we're not over collecting as well. So we don't collect more than 20% of what's available or 10% if it's for a threatened species. So yeah, we're making sure that there's enough seed left to repopulate and for the population to carry on.
But I think there's absolutely tons in this field, so I don't think we're going to get anywhere near.
Yeah, there's so much. The more you look, the more you see.
Yeah. So you get a full bag full, and then what do you do when you go back to the lab?
Oh gosh, lots of processing to try and get as pure seed collection as possible. So at the end, we just want seed at the end with no chaff or anything. So this is going to be quite challenging because we're kind of picking up the whole plant. So I've got to get all the seed out to begin with and then process it down to just having just seed. So that kind of, we have lots of sieves, so you do manual sieving by hand to try and get the seeds out. Or you can use the aspirator machines, which you put the seeds in at the top and then it blows an air current through and hopefully the heavier seeds fall to the bottom and then everything else is lighter and gets blown.
We found another one that you're looking for. That's the field woundwort.
Yeah, so quite a different plant. This is kind of upright and it's in the mint family. Little tiny pink flowers. So it's related to hedge woundwort that you might know, which is a lot bigger and is a perennial, but this is an annual, so only grows for 1 year. The seeds are in these kind of, it's called a calyx then, that's kind of like a furry thing with spiky tips on the end and little black seeds inside, and it looks like there's some seeds just in there.
Oh, nice. Another plant or weed, as farmers like to call them, that was spotted was the field parsley. Kevin, what have you found here?
Oh, so this is the field parsley, a lot bigger plant, about a metre tall, and it's in the carrot family, so it's got a bit of a taproot, and the leaves are kind of, well, they're called pinnate, where there's a leaf stalk and then you've got little leaflets coming off the side, like a fern, and it's a kind of like wiry plant, isn't it?
Yeah.
Tiny little white flowers, like a really kind of small, minuscule cow parsley, really. Yeah.
Are those common in Wales, or?
Not at all. No. It's the first time I've seen it, and again, it's a plant that likes arable fields.
Yeah.
Relying on the annual cultivation. So yeah, really nice to see this.
So this is quite fun because this is actually grown in our unsown cultivated margins, and sometimes we were worried that the cultivated margins were being taken over by grass. There's a lot of it's actually come through and it's survived, and so it's kind of useful to know that habitat in itself does work in certain areas where there's the seed. So it's not just the seeds that the team are collecting. Mia explained that some of the plant material will be pressed and saved in their herbarium.
Yeah, we'll collect some live material as well, so that we can take it back to the science centre to press and then turn into herbarium specimens.
What does herbarium mean?
I think it's like a big record, basically, like physical record of plants. So botanists have done it for hundreds of years to learn what plants are and share their knowledge and record it down. So some of our herbarium specimens back at the garden are, from 1800s.
Oh, nice.
And they're all perfectly preserved.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, they're done for future generations to see it and be able to identify plants.
Oh, that's brilliant.
And we're basically doing a project now where we're digitizing the whole herbarium as like a fire insurance thing, but also to give everyone access to the specimens.
So you don't have to be on the property to see it.
Yeah,
everyone can see it.
Yeah, because we have a database where we'll add everything onto. I think, this might be wrong, I might need to check with Kevin, I think it's 30,000 specimens.
Oh, let's go with 30,000. That's
Yeah.
One of the most exciting rare arable plants that were found was the round-leaf fluellen.
So it's the round-leaved fluellen here.
And do you want to tell us in Latin, or are we going to get stressed out?
We're going to get stressed out. So there's two species of this. There's the round-leaved and the sharp-leaved.
Yeah.
They're both Kixia species.
Yeah.
One of them is Kixia elentine and the other one is Kixia spirea.
Nice Latin.
And I get them mixed up, and I gotta try and remember which one's which.
That's fine. No. So what's the plant look like for people listening?
Oh, so it's like a little creeping thing along the ground that's got really interesting little snapdragon-like flowers, where the lower lip is kind of yellow, and then the top ones are like a dark burgundy.
It's like a tongue almost, isn't it, coming out?
Yeah, cool. And then there's a kind of spur around the back of it as well. So, yeah, nice.
And
nice
is this common in Wales, or is it? What's your thoughts on this?
Oh, really not common at all. No, so it's restricted to arable fields. So it needs bare soil to germinate and regular cultivation.
Yeah.
But I guess, like a lot of the arable plants, the seeds can lie dormant in the soil for quite a long time.
Yeah, so what's quite interesting about this field is it's been in grass for 4 years, and this is the first year it's come back into cereals, because we're organic, everything is in rotation. So these seeds have stayed in the seed bank for at least 5 years. And the other thing that's interesting about this is it's a winter cereal, so it's obviously suited the winter cultivation, because quite a lot of the agri-environmental options focus on the spring stuff because of the birds, but actually there's definitely benefits on the winter cultivation as well. And there's quite a lot of the plants around, isn't there?
There are lots, yeah. So what we can do is grab a hand lens and actually a nail clippers is one of the key things you have in a seed collecting kit, because we do what's called a cut test, where with the nail clippers cut the seeds in half and then have a look at the inside and just check that there's healthy kind of white endosperm inside, and in some seeds, you can find little insects eating them, or sometimes the seeds are empty if they haven't pollinated right and stuff.
It's amazing to learn that hidden among the stubble and the soil of our arable fields are the building blocks of biodiversity. And preserving these rare plants takes care, science and patience, and sometimes a very sharp pair of nail clippers. A huge thank you to Kevin, Ellen and Mia, and thank you to Julian from the NRW for sending them our way. And of course, we've got a big thank you to the National Lottery Heritage Fund for supporting projects like ours here at Slade Farm through Field Work, so we are able to continue to inspire, educate and help people reconnect with the land and the stories beneath their feet. If you've enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe and share, and maybe next time you're out walking, take a closer look at what's growing at your feet. You'll never know what's hiding in plain sight. Until next time, thanks for listening.